Hey guys, let's go ahead and get started with our next chapter of Lily and Miss Liberty. All right. There we go. All right. And then before I forget, let's move this out of the way. Chapter 6, The French Ship Arrives. When Lily got home from school on Thursday, Mama was pushing Charlie back and forth in his carriage in front of their building. "Guess what, Mama?" she exclaimed. "Miss Pearson said the French ship is here. She came yesterday." "I know," Mama replied, "and I have a surprise for you. The Knickerbocker Ice Company gave Papa 3 tickets to see the naval parade in the harbor tomorrow from their ship. He wants to know if you would like to ask somebody to go with you." "Don't you want to go?" Lily asked. "No, Lily, it would be too hard to take Charlie, and Grandma can't go either. She has to work." "Then Rachel," Lily said quickly. "She helped me sell all the crowns." That night, Lily was so excited she could hardly finish her supper. It took 4 weeks for the, I'm going to butcher this name, I'm sorry. Asier? I'm sorry. To come from France to New York. Papa said it was a rough voyage. They ran out of coal during the last part of the trip and had to depend on their sails for power. Lily looked worried. "Is Miss Liberty all right?" she asked. "Oh, yes," Papa replied. "She's carefully packed in 213 crates." "Lily," Mama said, "why don't you make a crown to wear for the celebration tomorrow?" Lily looked at her mother in surprise. Was Mama also excited about the celebration? "I think I'll make one for Rachel, too." "I will help you, Lily," Grandma said. So after supper, Grandma helped Lily cut out 2 more crowns. Lily went to bed, sure she would never be able to fall asleep. But when she opened her eyes again, it was morning. Papa was already at the kitchen table eating breakfast. She got out of bed and dressed quickly. "Take along a sweater, Lily. It's always cooler on the water," Mama said. "And here is lunch for the 3 of you." Lily gave Mama a hug. "I know this is an exciting day for you, Lily." Mama smiled at her. "You look beautiful with your crown on." Papa and Lily left their apartment, walked down the block a short distance, and crossed the street. Rachel was waiting outside her house for them. "Here," Lily gave her the crown. Rachel put it on. "Thank you, Lily," she said. They walked over to 8th Street and Broadway to take one of the horse-drawn streetcars that ran between Broadway and South Ferry. Lily and Rachel sat together looking out of the window. Flags were flying from all the buildings along Lower Broadway. Long streamers of red, white, and blue swung to and fro, waving a welcome. "Look at Liberty's crown," said a lady to her companion. "Where did you girls get them?" she asked the 2 girls. "She made them," Rachel said, pointing at Lily. "Well, well, you're in the spirit of things, aren't you?" said a man who sat across from them. When they reached South Ferry, there was already a huge crowd of people milling about. "Take my hands, girls. I don't want to lose you," Papa said. The picnic basket banged against her legs as Lily struggled to hold on to Papa with her other hand. Papa pushed his way toward the dock. By 9:30, they had boarded the A.C. Cheney and found a spot on the upper deck. 20 minutes later, the steamship, packed with people, made its way to the middle of the harbor to await the arrival of the French ship. "Now stay right here, girls. I'm going below," Papa said. Lily and Rachel leaned over the railing of the A.C. Cheney and looked out on the harbor. There were so many boats, big boats and little ones, all decorated with flags. It was a wonder they didn't bump into one another. They could hear bands playing on the big sidewheelers. On deck just behind them, a man played Yankee Doodle on his accordion. Rachel pointed. "That's Bedloe's Island, where the statue is going to be if they ever finish the pedestal." "I wish you were standing there now," Lily said wistfully. When is the ship coming? I hope we don't have to wait around forever, Rachel said. Suddenly there was a sound of cannon fire. A cheer went up from the passengers. She's leaving Sandy Hook, yelled someone. That's the cannon from the fort. Rachel straightened her crown. I'm hungry, she said. What did you bring for lunch? Lily stared at her friend. How could she think of food at a time like this? We have to wait for Papa, she said. Can I just look? Asked Rachel. I guess so. Lily opened the basket, and both girls peered inside. Lily could see slices of Mama's bread and cheese and something wrapped in paper. She guessed it was cake. Rachel reached into the basket. Let's have an apple. Suddenly there was more cannon fire. Then more. Boom, boom. What's happening? Lily asked anxiously. She's coming up into the channel. They're saluting her from Fort Hamilton and Fort Wadsworth, said a woman next to them. Lily and Rachel leaned over the railing, straining to see. Just then, Mr. Lafferty appeared. There she is, he shouted. Lily saw a great white ship decorated with hundreds of gaily colored flags. Now the noise was deafening. All the boats in the harbor were tooting horns and blowing their steam whistles. Lily could see fire spitting out of the cannon on Bedloe's Island. She put her fingers to her ears. People were shouting and cheering, all on the boats, as the Easery drew closer and closer. The French sailors standing on her deck were waving their hats. Lily and Rachel took off their crowns and waved them too. Then the ladies on all the big boats nearby began waving their handkerchiefs. It looked like a snowstorm. Bonjour, bonjour, Rachel yelled. At last, the Easery reached Bedloe's Island. Lily could see the ship's anchor's chain being let down into the water. Rachel put her crown back on. When are we going to eat? Mr. Lafferty reached into the basket and pulled out the lunch Mama had made for them. We can sit down right here on the deck, he said. Lily ate her lunch in silence. She was thinking about Miss Liberty and how sad it was that she couldn't see the big celebration in her honor. How much longer would she have to lie hidden away in boxes at the bottom of the big white ship? All right, in just a moment, we will listen to Chapter 7, Liberty, Enlightening the World. And then I will also read after Chapter 7 in the same video, the afterword, so the author's thoughts themselves. And then just right now, take a moment, answer those Chapter 6 comprehension questions, and meet back here in a couple of minutes and listen to Chapter 7 with me. Thanks, guys. See you then.